to be balanced as a new mother is the question. I haven't figured it out yet. Some days I feel like I'm nailing it, and then other days I just don't even understand how to get out of bed. But I'm at this point now where I feel like I know her. I know that if she cries, she's not gonna die, and I can still get on with my day and be a good mum at the same time. So, what are my tips to staying balanced as a new mother? 1, I think it makes sense if you do some of the bulk of the work at night, so then when you wake up it's already done. So things like washing, if you can put a load on at night, and I only just discovered this from another video. Where's your eyes? That you can delay start your washing and put a timer on it so it turns on, like say you want a fresh load of washing ready to go before you wake up, you could do it at, like, so it goes off at 5 o'clock in the morning. So do your dishes, do your washing. Even what I do is I try and like neaten my couch and like make the pillows good again, fold any blankets that have been like spread out throughout the day, put away any toys. Did you pull that button? Yeah, so do all that at night. Then what I do is I try and prepare clothes that I know I want to wear for the next day. That's my tip number 1. Tip number 2, I get the things over and done with in the morning that I don't really want to do. So even though this might make me sound like a dirty hippie, I really hate bathing her because it's just annoying getting her out. She freaks out when she's all wet and cold. I've tried different options to get her warm straight away, and she just hates getting out of the bath, and it's just time consuming and messy. So I try and alternate between showering with her and then bathing her, but either way I do that first thing in the morning so then I don't have to do it at the end of the day. She doesn't really get relaxed from baths, so I don't really incorporate that into our nighttime routine yet. So that's one thing I do. I get those things over and done straight away. Tip number 3. I try and do my hair and makeup, not full makeup, but just, you know, tinted moisturizer, get on an outfit. Even if I'm not going anywhere, it just makes me feel like I can get the rest of my day done. If I just stay in trackies with my hair in a bun, I kind of feel like crap all day. If I at least put on clothes, like I could potentially go out and even put her in a decent outfit instead of just leaving her in a onesie all day, which I kind of do sometimes, then I feel like it just gets our day. Tip number 4, I try and get out on a walk every day now unless it's absolutely freezing. I try and do it. I've mixed now between doing it when it's sort of her nap time and then maybe after her nap time when she's fully awake, because sometimes if I can't get her to sleep and I don't want to go for a drive, the only other alternative is to go for a walk and her fall asleep either in the pram or in the carrier on me. Other than that, it's amazing for exercise. Even though I'm not one for exercising, as soon as I've come back from a walk, I feel so much better. Just the fresh air, the exercise, her getting a bit of sunshine, we both get a bit of sunshine. It just really makes a world of difference. Yes, it does. Tip number 5. Now this obviously doesn't apply to single mums. This is just something, being a Christian especially, I feel like it is a massive thing that you want to look after your husband as well. He's out at work all day, he comes home tired, and it's not really a nice environment for him to come home when I'm in a bad mood, I don't look great, the house is a mess, and he's sort of just looking after her like because I need a break. So I feel like finding time for my husband, asking him about his day, trying to make him dinner if I can, trying to do his washing throughout the day, any little things I can do to help him, messaging him a little bit more, telling him how much we miss him, sending videos of us, just making sure that he's part of our routine, because we were struggling a little bit at the start with we were so wrapped up in trying to look after her. We did not find time for each other. We barely said 2 words to each other because we were so tired. So I find now, to be balanced in my life, I have to make sure that I'm paying my husband attention, making him feel loved just like I would for her. And when you're a Christian, the order that it's meant to go in is Jesus, the husband, the wife, and the children. And I find a lot of the time it's backwards, and people always put their children first. I completely understand this as a new mother, but we can't look after our children in a balanced way if we're not looking after ourselves first, and that includes wives looking after their husbands. So that's something I think is really important, to be balanced as a new mum. My last tip I would say that helps is staying in touch with family and friends, having community around you, having people that can help and care for your well-being as well. I feel like as a new mum, you kind of get secluded to your house and you just get kind of lonely, and you forget that there's people around you that will be happy to hang out with you while you've got a baby. I find I really have to make that effort to reach out to people, to either go over to them or get them to come to me or us meet somewhere. And I feel like that makes a world of difference in my day. If I've gotten out of the house, or if someone comes to see me. This keeps going over your eyes. Yeah, even just a phone call with a friend, messaging a friend, not just sitting on social media all day, really keeping in contact with the people that you did before you had the baby. Oh, I forgot about this tip. This is super important. One thing that I I intentionally stopped doing it, taking all my vitamins. I took a lot of vitamins while I was pregnant with her, but while I was pregnant, I invested in a breastfeeding program that you already all know, the Thompson method. Now, she doesn't recommend stopping everything, but in her experience with women, some of them would have issues with the baby kind of not liking their breast milk, and a lot of the time she found that it was because they were taking different supplements. So I got nervous when I had her that all the supplements I were taking would affect the taste of the breast milk. So I kind of stopped. And in doing that, I ended up, the last 5 days I've been sick with the cold, and I'm only just feeling better now, and I was so terrified that I was going to get her sick. And so I thought, look, I've got all these vitamins still here, I've got my greens powder, I've got all these things, I'm just going to start taking them again, and if she really, really doesn't like it, I will stop taking them. But I didn't even give myself a chance to really see if it would affect her yet. So I feel like that is so important to staying balanced, is really keeping on top of your supplements. Obviously, if you're super healthy, you probably don't need them, but while you're breastfeeding, the baby takes a lot out of you, so you're not left with much. Kind of when you're pregnant, they take a lot from you. So I've started doing that again, making sure that I'm trying to eat more greens and just not going for like empty calories, basically. So that is another good tip. Make sure your health is good. Drink a lot of water. Water is something I think everybody forgets about, and I know that when I drink more water, I feel a lot better. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope my tips help anyone. See you later. These are all my tips to stay balanced as a healthy... Wait. Thanks, guys. So that's all my tips to stay healthy as a new mum.